Now then, here we are out on an adventure, albeit a fairly straightforward one. It's a fair climb, but nothing technical at all. You can see down there, this is Rhino's Pass, which works its way all the way down there and then heads on to the next one, which I think is Hard Knock Pass. So that is Rhino's Breast. Rhino's Breast, that's what that one's called. So yeah, we are going to head up towards Swirl for a camp, and it's pretty windy. The sun is out, everybody's happy, but that wind could cause a bit of issue later on. And the tent that I've got with me today goes with some trekking poles, which is the Lanshan Pro. So I just need to make sure that it's pitched well if it is going to take some wind. But to be fair, I've never really tested it that much, so I don't mind if it takes a bit of a battering, because you know, we don't want to be spending money on things that don't work very well. So there we go. So the smiles are out already. Just out taking all this in. Just beautiful. No. That is not a bad view, mate. Good choice for that, my dear. Oh, sorry to disturb you. Have a nice day. See thee. The wind just hits you, it is very exposed, but the views from here, and we're not even that high at the minute, just fantastic, looking absolutely over everything. And this is a fantastic place to pitch a tent. I'll definitely come back for an easy camp here. Anyway, for me, I'm not heading up on this one because that is where the Lamb is it, and then from there you come round and Swirl is up here, so I'm going to head to Swirl. And Swirl is 802 metres above sea level, so it's a fair trek up there, I've got to say. I'm just hiding behind these rocks a minute because it is bloody windy today. It's absolutely wild. And look at that sunshine. It is just glorious. What a day to be out. I mean, looking out there to sea, it's just amazing, isn't it? You just see the reflection of the sea down there. Yeah, loving it. Anyway, I am quite aware that it is going to be fairly exposed up on these higher points. So I've been looking for places to pitch all the way up just to drop back down to. So there's plenty. There's actually loads of spaces to pitch on the way up here. So I have got many a place to drop back to just in case. So always worth checking out anyway. Lay down. I'm just coming now to the summit of Great Cars. It's around 750 metres. So let's get up there. Whoa, it's windy. Watch your hats. Woo. What a difference, the wind coming up here. Just from 5 metres down there, complete change. What a view though. Yeah, incredible. available. So I'm heading up there now, which is Swirl How. It's not far, just a nice undulating walk, and there's plenty of flat places to pitch if I need, so anyway. That's all. A nice cold beer. Won't be too cold though. But I can't wait for getting everything set up and just cracking open that beer. The last few metres then to the summit of Swirl How, and as you can see, it's pretty bony. I don't know whether there'll be a place to put a tent up here. There's a few bits of grass maybe. Might have to share it with a couple of sheep though, over there. Oh, here we are though, the summit. 802 metres. Swirl How. What a brilliant day to be out here enjoying this. Yeah, it's a bit breezy. Oh look, got another friend here. What a difference just behind this cairn. There's no wind. That'll do, Blue. Good boy. Yeah, that is a fantastic walk. Like, of the best walks I've done, I've got to say. It's not too technical. You just sort of get on and just take the scenery in rather than looking at your feet all the time. Yeah, beautiful. And we've come from right over the other side of this one, all the way up over this, and then up onto this point. And this looks down to Little Langdale. Yes, eh? Well, now I've summited it, and I need to now find somewhere to pitch the Lanshan Pro. I've carried these poles up all this way, so I never really use poles. Let's just start maybe. Oh look, there's some grass. Look at this. That could be it. There's a few more places over here as well, but look at all the sheep. It's like a bloody zoo. Perfect pitch, but the views are spectacular all the way around here. Blue's making himself at home, as he always does, and the wind is coming up this side. Like, it's quite actually wild coming over here, but just because there's this little flat section here, it's actually just in a dip, so I'm hoping that the wind dies, but at least it'll just run over the top of the tent and not bother us too much. Yeah, I'm well happy. I'm going to get pitched up and I'm going to crack open a beer, a well-deserved beer. Very excited. Ready, Blue? Ah! Good lad, eh? He's a good lad. Here we are then. I am using the Lanshan Pro tent, and if you can see, it packs up pretty small and it is light. It's only like 900 grams. It's got a few pegs in there. It's got a ground sheet thing as well, like a protector, and all you need is is 2 walking poles. So if you walk with these, I think it's a brilliant thing to have, so definitely check it out. There's a link in the description to it, and I've used it lots of times and it is an awesome tent. I've not tested it in anything too much. It's been out in quite a lot of rain and I've not even seam sealed it or anything like that, and it's been fine. But wind, I wouldn't trust it on a mountain in very windy conditions, but I think tonight we should be absolutely fine. Anyway, we'll soon find out. Boom. There we go, set up in the wind. I've had to do a few extra bits, like put some stones down on these pegs just to make sure, especially on this side, because it's taking the wind across here quite badly. But it looks pretty well to me. You can see it flapping about a bit there, but we'll be right. Worst case scenario is you just use it as a bivvy bag and lay down in it all night. So time to get these bags in and all the kit in, and definitely open a beer. Honestly, I cannot wait. I'm well excited. Oh yes, not bad at all. Are you coming in, Blue? Come on, come on. Where are you going to sleep? Just there. My boy. Hey, you're a good lad, aren't you? Yep, wants to sleep outside like usual. Let's show you inside then. If I lay down, oh, that's 6 foot tall. Still got a bit of space here, plenty of space above your head, and my feet are just about in the right place there. It does fit 2 large mats next to each other with a little bit either end just to put a couple of bits. So yeah, it's pretty awesome really. You can see all the vents all the way around, so just that allows loads of airflow. All this is mesh everywhere, so it's the perfect sort of summer tent into 3 season, because obviously, you know, having a decent waterproof outer will just take quite a lot. And you know, wind wise, we'll see. It's already taken a little bit from me, but nothing major. Get out. Cool though, at home. It is massive though, look at this. You sit up totally upright, and you know, there's still space above your head, even if you sit on your mat. So yeah, plenty of space. Right, while I've got a minute and a bit of light on us, I'll show you what I've got in my bag. Let's go through it all. Starting with my GoPro box, which has got like a spare GoPro which I do time lapses on, all the batteries, loads more batteries, spare cables, all that sort of stuff. This is my drone bag, and in there I've just got my DJI Mini 2 drone and a couple of spare batteries. My food bag, let's see what we're eating tonight. Oh, I'm excited about this actually. This is, let's have a look. So look at this, might not have seen that before. So this company is based in New Zealand, and one of my Patreon, Heath and Louise, they brought this over for me when I met up with them like a couple of weeks back. They brought it all the way from New Zealand. How kind is that? And they gave me quite a few of them, so I just want to sort of test them out and see what they're like. But looking at them as a dehydrated meal, they look pretty awesome. So Mexican chili tonight, and then in the morning I have got a breakfast one. So that is apple, cinnamon and turmeric. So again, looking forward to that. I've also got just a tuna salad, just as a bit extra to have for this evening. Tea and a few milks. Oh, and a mini saurine. I like this saurine. What else we got? A method of boiling water to be able to make those dehydrated meals, and that is my GSI Pinnacle Soloist, I think. And it's got the minimalist cup inside as well, which I make my tea in. We've got a bag of clothes. So in my clothing bag, what I generally have is a spare set of clothes to put on that's clean, dry, and just one that can cover you up when you get into your sleeping bag. So there's a long sleeve top in there, and I've also got a pair of leggings and my down jacket, which I currently don't need, but I might be putting on later on. This is doing the trick so far. Oh, the all important, look at this. We have got one beer there and another beer there from North Brewing Co. So I'm looking forward to trying those. That one's just a simple IPA, 6.2%, called Paria. And this is a Hymn for the Fields from Field Recordings. And I think this is I think it's a collaboration beer with North Brewing Co. this, and it's called Saison, and it's got 8% alcohol. So nothing too major there, but I'm looking forward to that desperately. I've got my trekker chair to make my mat into a seat, and especially in a tent like this you can sit up, which is pretty good. And there's my mat, which is the Thermarest Xtherm. It's the Xtherm is that one, and that for a total 4-season one is pretty small pack size. So yeah, not a bad shout. Costs a bit, but you'll only need to buy that one if you're going to get a decent one. And then we've got my Mammut sleeping bag, and I love this one, I've got to say. Central zip on it. Let's get it out. Down sleeping bag, it goes down to about freezing. Perfect for sort of 3 seasons use, and it just feels good, it really does. And inside the hood here they've used a different type of material, so it's a bit softer and not like a crisp packet, so at least it lets you sleep a bit better really. So yeah, we'll get that sort of lofted up. What else we got in magic bag? I hope I've got a pillow. Yeah, right in bottom corner. Seat summit pillow. I won't blow that up yet because it'll be blowing off down that mountain. A pair of gloves. These ones have just got the mitts that come over the top, the windstopper ones these, but for me when I'm messing about with the GoPro and stuff, I can get to my fingers and then cover them up if I need, so they're not a bad shout really. Always carry a set of waterproofs. That's my waterproof bottoms. The weather, it's not given rain or anything, but I would not come up into the mountains without it. So I've got a Rab Gore-Tex jacket there, which is just a small one, and these ones are my Berghaus. Can't remember the name of them. Anyway, full waterproof set. And then, bag of crisps. And also a first aid kit. You desperately need one of these, just in case. So yeah, my finger from the last time, it's nearly healed. But I didn't actually use my first aid kit, I just clenched it together and got myself off the mountain when I was bleeding, but luckily it was okay, just got it sort of patched up and I was alright with it. Water wise, I've got a bottle of water, and because I come up here and I wasn't sure where the last water source was, I've carried a full 2 litres up, so that'll keep me going for the evening. And then in the brain, and the best thing about this backpack is the brain comes off, so you can take that and separate it, and if you had a lighter night out you could just use this backpack without that on and just pop this down, because it's just like an extra cover that comes with it. So yeah, good backpack that. Good backpack that is the Osprey Exos 38. There is a bigger one, I think there's 2 bigger ones, so I think it's a 48 and a 58, but definitely good backpack. Let's have a look. Stand for my other GoPro. In there I've got let's show you. Let's show you. I'll bore you to death with all this. We have got a long handled spoon for definite, and a spork, both titanium, so lightweight and very robust. I have got, oh look at this, I've got a new head torch from Phoenix. This one is awesome because it's got an ultra bright LED, which is absolutely brilliant, but it's also got a red LED on it as well. And because it's got the battery pack at the back, it's got a really long run time as this, so if you're out for a few days, it's not a bad shout to get something like that. There will be a link in the description for that one. Filter water. I have got a light, which is also a little bit of a power bank just in case. So this thing, it's only cheap, but it works really well and lasts for like 60 hours or something stupid. Swiss Army knife, can't go wrong with that. Hold on, let's make sure you're still watching. I've got a smidge head net, which I've not really tried yet, but it's better than my other crappy one I had. The Soya filter to go with that. Soya mini. I've got this is just a different stove that I've got, so I'm going to test this one out. Wind's dropped. Let's hope it does. This is a Primus one. It's got a little self-igniter on it, and it's dead simple. Flicks up, whips around. Let's just press that, and then you've got a decent gas thing there. So it's quite good just because it's got a self-lighter. What else? That's the waterproof for the backpack. That's it in that bit really. And then my toiletry section, which I always put underneath, I've got my little tiny, we'll call it a fanny bag, eh? It's got my toothbrush in it, toothpaste, some Vaseline, and that's it. Oh, 2 paracetamol maybe, and yeah, I think that's it. Earplugs. I've got toilet paper, some wipes. These, which I've used a couple of times and they seem alright, make you look a bit cool, don't they? So at least you can black it out if it's going to be sunny, and you can sort of sleep in a bit in the morning. And then just a patch system for my thermarest. And that's it. And now I've got an absolute bomb site in here. So anyway, at least you got to see what's in my bag. Right, let's get it all sorted out and organised. I've got my thermarest out there, and I'm going to get this pumped up using the pump sack, but it does take ages filling that up, and why not have a beer at the same time, eh? So this one is a let's have a look, a Hymn for the Fields, and it says Saison on that. I wonder if that means session or it's the name of the beer, and it is 8%, and it's a collab beer by North Brewing Co. I'm guessing with maybe the Field Recordings company. Anyway, let's crank this open. Crank it open, crack it open. Oh, the smell of that straight away. Wow, honestly, I'm so excited about this. Oh, definitely. Oh, you see that hot wind's just dropped. Complete silence. Cheers for that. Just allowing me to appreciate that first second of that beer. Yeah, that is good. I am excited now. Yep, that will definitely do the trick. Right, I'll carry on with this boring job. Well, I've got about 15 minutes of sunshine left, I reckon. Let's do the finger test. Oh, might have about half an hour maybe. Anyway, I am gonna sit back on my trekker chair, which is comfortable, and in a tent like this it's actually really nice because you've got loads of space to sit up in, so it works well. Good combo, this tent and a trekker chair with a thermarest mattress. And I'm gonna just continue drinking this, which is really nice. Thoroughly enjoying it. The dog's just outside, fast asleep, absolutely laid out for the count. So once I get myself sorted in a bit, which means drinking this beer, I'll probably get some of that food on and test out this New Zealand freeze-dried, not freeze-dried, dehydrated food. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I like trying new stuff, definitely. Yep, so worth it getting out and just enjoying all this, especially on a day like today. It's just amazing, it really is, to be out just massaging your senses with all that's around you. You know, even this flapping tent, you know, it's really nice to just have that as sort of almost like white noise massaging my eardrums. Yep, it's a good life, it really is. Cheers guys. Well, the sun has just dropped down behind there, and the temperature has dropped massively, so I've put my woolly hat on and I've got my Rab Infinity lightweight jacket or something I think it's called, and just the fact that it's a down jacket will keep me warm. And I've got my dog here, little Bluey, keeping my leg warm. He's coming for a bit of love and attention, eh? He's a good lad though. Well, as you can see, my tent is in the shade. I'm about 1 metre higher and my face is just getting the sunshine. So I'm going to head up to the highest point again and just take in that last little bit of light. I'm kitted out, got my head torch on, because working your way back if it does get dark over this sort of terrain is a recipe for disaster for my ankles, definitely. I've got a beer with me, so we'll get this one opened up and just take in that last bit of sunshine. It is just sublime. Here we are at the cairn. I'll just hide behind it out of the wind. Yeah, it's a really nice place here. It is. There's still probably about half an hour of sunshine over there, and you can see it just reflecting off the sea, which is good. Anyway, let's get this opened up. This is the North Brewing Co. Paria. Can you see that? 6.2%, and don't know if I can open it one-handed. Are you ready? I'm gonna have to do it against myself. Oh, without spilling and dropping it. I'd be gutted if I did. Oh, yep. Even a dog hair on it. Perfect. Interesting. A bit different from the other one. God, it's like really light, is that? Dangerously light. You could drink plenty of them. Oh. Yep. Sit back and just relax into this. Look at the view just everywhere. Just incredible, isn't it? Not a bad place to drink a beer. Honestly, through my whole life, when people ask me the question, where's your favourite place? I always say on top of a mountain, and it doesn't matter which mountain it is. Just anywhere that is up high and you feel like you're on top of the world and nothing's above you. And you know, when you're down in the towns and cities sort of thing, it's like everything, it's like pressing on you. It's like things are on top of you, and you've got life and society just taking that energy from you. And when you're up here, you're free, completely free, and you can sit, chill out, and just enjoy all this. Drink a good beer in the process. Yep. SA. Look at that. Look at it. Come on, Blue. Here he is, my boy. Hey, he's a good lad. It is nice sharing these sort of moments with him. And I know that even though he's a dog, he appreciates all this. He appreciates getting out and sitting in this environment. Yeah. It's a funny thing, isn't it? I mean, sheep must be the happiest happiest thing alive, because they're out here all the time just chilling out, taking in these views. Can't really beat it, can you? I think if I get reincarnated, I want to come back as a sheep, but not one that's going to be penned up. I want to be free and on the mountains like this. These mountain sheep, the Erdwicks, they've definitely got their life sorted, haven't they? Well, this sunshine now is now but an ember. You can just see it there, almost gone. It's going to get dark now, so I want to get back to the tent and cook my meal that has come all the way from New Zealand. It has travelled a long way to come and be in my belly, so I'm excited about this one. So let's get back. Hell, it's cold as soon as you step out into the wind. It is chilly. My little tent taking a hammering from this wind. It's doing all right though. It is coping well, and it looks well. Yep, very happy with it. Anyway, let's get in and cook some food. By hell, it's cold. Tell you what, that wind is just flying by and stripping me of my heat. Even with all this down jacket on and everything like that, you can still feel it. Anyway, time to boil some water. So I'm going to use this stove, which is the Primus stove, and it's new to me as this. I picked it up for 20 quid. I thought for that price I'm going to try it out, and it was in a sale. I think it's about 45 quid normally, but it looks pretty cool. It's fairly small. If I compare it to my usual stove, it's a little bit bigger and definitely a little bit more heavier, but this one I think is about 60 quid, although I did pay about £20 for this one. So yeah, always a bargain hunter. So this, let me just show you. So the way it packs, it flips up, and then these just all come round, and there's a little sort of clicker thing here. Open that up and it clicks into place, and then you've got 4 supports there. So let's screw it onto here if I can. I can't. Should be simple. Yep, still can't. Come on. What is going on? I think it's the fact that I've had a couple of beers, that's all. What? Come on, screw. What is wrong? I know you fit on there. There you go. It's me being a bit daft, I think. Daft with a beer in me. Right, so there we go, we are on. So the good thing is it's got a little lighter igniter on it. Right, let's get this lit then. So a tiny bit of gas. There we go, we're on. I'm hoping we're in enough of a protected space here just to allow this heat to get to that pan. It's a bit breezy, but it doesn't look too bad, to be fair. Anyway, let's find the lid. Where's the lid? Here we are. So bang that on, because obviously it's going to be more efficient if you've got the lid on, just to sort of keep that heat in there. Right, boil some water. Just while that's boiling, it's getting there, not far off. But let's have a look at this. So this is Radix, never heard of them. As I say, they're from New Zealand, total new brand to me. 600 calorie pack, so it's not too bad. It weighs absolutely nothing. Whoa, nearly lost you. I've got myself out my long handled spoon, but I've noticed, and why don't other manufacturers do this? So obviously a long handled spoon would work great if you're doing it from the top, but this one has got a cut off so you can tear off and then put the hot water in, let it do its thing, 5 minutes, and then it's got another cut off here so you can then tear it across there, so you don't need a long handled spoon. I mean, why has nobody else thought of that? You guys in New Zealand are awesome, so yeah, shout out to Radix. Alright, we are boiling. Let's turn that gas off. Give this a tear. Wow, that smells good. So, 250 ml. This is my estimate on it. So, give it a stir. Seal it back up again. And you only have to wait 5 minutes, which is pretty good. Especially because I'm hungry. So, I'm going to pop that between my legs just to keep me warm. And I'll keep putting my hands around it. Well, the moment of truth. I'm going to tear off this top section and hope that I've not put too much water in. I might have done. This could be messy. No, that didn't tear very well. Let's have a look at this. Tell you what, it looks pretty good. Look at that. See if we can get some light on it. Mexican chili beef. Grass-fed beef. Right, let's have a taste. Quick stir. But it's tasty. Good. I think I've added a slight bit too much water, but only just. Actually, no, it's all right. That is really good. Yeah, top marks there, definitely. And shout out to Heath and Louise for bringing it all the way from New Zealand to me. So yeah, very impressed. Every time you come over, you'll have to bring me some more, mate. Cheers. I've got to say, that is the tastiest dehydrated meal I've ever had. Unbelievable. And it's that tasty that you could quite easily just add some extra rice into it just to bulk it out a little bit without sort of losing that flavour. It's lovely. Yeah, I think any UK brands need to step it up a mark. Well, this has been a good day. A good walk up, good beer, good food, good place to pitch a tent. The wind has died down a little and I've got a good cup of tea. So yeah, pretty much the most perfect camp you could get. Beautiful views, a nice sunset. Yep, living the dream. Living the dream. Anyway, I am gonna finish my tea, then I'll brush my teeth and get myself ready for bed. So I will see thee in the morning. Morning flowers. Well, that wasn't too shabby. It was like a double sunrise as well. This sort of sun came up from behind the mountains in the distance and then it went behind like a dense slither of clouds, so it just sort of dampened it all again and then it rose again out of that. So yeah, very nice to watch that. And I'm going to just sort of sit here and just take the rest of it in really. Blue's just laid down here, chilling out as normal. Fantastic morning though. It's damp, everything's damp, the whole tent everywhere, but that's sort of what you'd expect when you've got a heavy dew. And obviously breathing in here as well, you do get condensation in a single skin tent like this, especially with two of us. It's all worth it though for that though, isn't it? It really is. A good day to be living on planet Earth. Just taking in all these hazy views. It's beautiful. And if you can see the highest point up there, that's the Old Man of Coniston. And that just drops down to Coniston Water there. And just sharing this, me and Mutt and a few sheep. Just see one just on the edge there. And Blue is down here. I'm looking forward to breakfast. I've got this radix one to try. But first, I just need to pack a few bits away. Just so I feel like I'm on top of it. And then I can escape the mountain a little bit quicker. Pillow. Sleeping bag. I'll keep my mat blown up because I'm going to use that as a chair anyway. 450 calories. Oh, 515 calories. So it's not a bad start to the day, that one. And you can do it with hot or cold water. So on a cold day, it'd be nice to warm it up, I reckon. But literally 250 ml of water. Give it a good stir and it's ready to go. What have we got in there? That's about 400 ml, so just give it a stir. Looks fairly hearty, to be fair, for a breakfast. Nice. So again, with this you can just tear off the top section and get it off. And then you've got a smaller bowl just to eat it out of. Let's have a taste then, proper taste. It's pretty tasty, is that? It's a bit like mini sugar puffs in a super flavour. I don't know if that paints a good picture or not. Yeah, not bad. Have a look in here. So I'm going to sit back and eat my breakfast. I'm just going to feed the dog now, so I'm going to put it on the ground for him somewhere. So somewhere that's clean and smooth, so it could be on the grass or maybe a nice rock. That doesn't look too bad there actually, so I'll lay it on that rock for him. Are you hungry, Blue? Let's get some of this out for you, eh? There you go then. Come on. Quick cup of tea. Pour a bit of water on and get this gas lit. Right, it's a cracking day, it really is. Yeah. A cup of tea, it's the only thing that's going to make this better, I'd say. Here he is, the famous Si, come to see me. He was in the region, so he just dropped us a message, and I said, yeah, I'm camping up here, come and drop in if you need. How you doing, mate?
Alright, how are you?
You're looking fit.
Good to see you, man. I stripped off, I knew that was going to be hard.
Like you've run up.
I put it in there, like,
yeah.
That's a couple of weeks worth of frustrations got out.
Good lad. It's been a pleasure. Si came up to meet me and we've just been chilling out in the sunshine for the last couple of hours, chatting away, and the sun has disappeared and it's getting chilly now, so we are gonna get ourselves back off this mountain. So pack the tent away. Dog's had a good run chasing the drone around, so he's exercised well. That's it, let's get down. Right, Blue, you ready? Let's do it. Get on. Yeah, it's good coming with a local legend like Si, because he informed me that there was a plane crash here. It was in 1944 and a bomber went down, and this is part of that bomber, and he pointed out over the other side of this cliff here is the big wing section of that bomber as well. So obviously it's come out of the clouds on a horrible day and then suddenly straight into this mountainside. That's the rest of the wreckage. I'll tell you what, it's bloody windy. It's really coming up here. Just have a bit of an explore down this way. Whoa.
Class little ledges down there, look.
Oh yeah. Maybe camp on that.
That is a proper ledge and all that.
Yeah. At least wind's blowing us back up. Yeah, how do we get back up now? It's pretty cool, all this. Look at the view though. And that's where we were a minute ago, just on the top of that, Swirl How. Yes. Well, we've come off from the summit section up there, along all the top crags, and now we are down a little bit further and out of the wind. So, quick goodbye from me and Si and the beautiful Blue. It's been a pleasure, such a nice place to come camp out. It's nice trying some new food from New Zealand, nice couple of beers, good weather, good sunset, good sunrise. You know, it's what it's all about. It's just living the dream for those few moments that you get in life. So anyway, from us all, we'll see you on the next one. Take care.